I'm Sarah Wyatt. I'm a professor in environmental and plant biology here at Ohio University. I'm also the director of the molecular and cell biology program. My research focus is on plant signaling, specifically gravity signaling in plants and how plants respond to gravity and some other environmental stimuli. This was an area that when I started research was really sort of a black box. We understood how plants perceived gravity, but we really didn't understand what connected that biophysical and biochemical event. My work has been funded over the years a little bit by USDA, Department of Agriculture, also by the National Science Foundation, and of course most recently by NASA. A couple of years ago we were lucky enough to fly an experiment on the International Space Station. What typically you do in the field of gravitational biology is you use reorientation. Plants grow vertically and you put them on their side and you give a different stimulus, a different gravity stimulus. So we were lucky enough to be able to actually fly that experiment. So it was in microgravity, so we actually had that control of what does a plant do without the gravity force here on Earth. Last year we flew another experiment actually looking at differential gravity. On the International Space Station there was a centrifuge. So if you spin something, you can generate artificial gravity. So we looked at a variety of different gravitational forces and whether plants could bend or when they could bend at those different forces. And now we're going to be looking at gene regulation at those different events. You know, most people don't think about gravity. They don't think about that impact because life on Earth evolved with gravity. And you look at a tree outside and you have all the limbs and they're all in different positions. A lot of that is based on gravity. So from the very beginning of a plant, from that germination, it's responding to that very fundamental stimulus of gravity here on Earth. Over the millennia, we have selected plants for the response to gravity to make them easier to harvest. Something that's tall and straight is a lot easier to harvest than something that's laying on the ground. I have several undergrads that have gone into technical jobs. Some are going into academia, some are going into industry. I also have a lot that have gone to grad school. There's a lot of opportunity out there for plant biologists in general, but molecular biologists as well. The number one thing about doing research, it's fun. We do this because we're curious. We want to know how something works. It's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of pieces in it, but you have to keep reminding yourself, this is the question. This is the information we're looking for, and when you find it, you're the first person to ever have seen it. You're the first person to know this. That's the coolest part.